Naturally got a bit of a southern twang to you. Are you keeping that for the character, or have you kind of gotten rid of that?
Well, I get rid of it in certain areas. Anytime I'm out of school, or like around Bella, I try to keep it as light as possible, because since he's been around for 200 years, he hasn't been in Texas though that entire time. I mean, I haven't been in Texas that entire time. I get my action from my family, and I think with Jasper, it would be too much to have that accent. It's like, especially when you're pretending to be a normal kid. And I don't think anyone else up in Washington. If you had a Texas accent in Washington, in Forks, I think people would tend to notice a little bit more. So try not to do too much of that.
Now, there's tons of vampire movies out there. What separates Twilight from the rest?
Well, most vampire movies are all about the gore and the action and the violence, and this movie's about the heart. It's kind of about what moves us as humans, and what is so moving to us that it is even encompassed beyond humanity. It's like these are creatures. They're not people. They're not human. It's kind of the decrepit side of everything. It's like they're dead. They are dead. There's no oxygen. Can't feel cold. Can't feel anything, but you can still feel emotions. Mm-hmm. And what do those emotions kind of lead you to do? And you can choose morality, or you can choose the life that nature has kind of provided for you, which is death. It's kind of a life versus death story, but not so much in the realm of whether you're going to get killed or get to do some killing, but whether you're going to choose to love life. And
first off, just tell us about your character.
Well, I play Jasper Hale, also called Jasper Whitlock or Jasper Cullen. Got a lot of names. Jasper's from the Civil War era, and that's when he was turned and became a vampire. And since then, he's been kind of wandering around. Has a great backstory. The backstory's incredible. But that takes place in the later books. In this movie, Jasper is very angry and still very reticent about his lifestyle of not eating humans. Jasper has the power to manipulate emotions. And there's a danger in that. There's a danger in having that ability, because if you're constantly manipulating emotions around you, there's no reality around you. And since Jasper is able to distort reality, it's kind of I wanted to steer away from that. I wanted everything to be as real as possible, so I tried to make the choice to have him not use the power and be as stoic as possible, be as still, and just concentrated on keeping himself at bay. Mm-hmm. Especially in terms of the hunger. The coolest thing about being a vampire? Well, I'd have to say the coolest thing, the singular coolest thing to me would have to be the ability to just stay out of the sun. The having to stay out of the sun. I'm not really a sun person. I'm not a beach bunny. I'm more of an indoor sports kind of guy. Sitting at home with the guitar. Like it's just very simple. I'm all about nightlife. I live during the night, so I guess that would be the coolest aspect.